All right, so good morning. My name is Chiora Waters, and I'm going to be telling you about Heshima, which is an athletic apparel company for nursing and pregnant moms. And our aim is to provide clothes that are both functional and attractive. So if you want to go to the next slide, I just want everyone to kind of think about what moms are going through, new moms who just had a baby. Think about what they need most. They're probably sleep deprived, exhausted, stressed, low energy levels. And one thing that, as you can see from the picture, when you get on an airplane, they always tell you to put your oxygen mask on first before you put it on, before assisting other people. And that same concept kind of applies here. So a lot of moms aren't taking care of themselves because they're taking care of their babies. And one way to really help with all of these, stress and stamina and strength and energy is to work out. And so working out is extremely important for both you and baby during and after pregnancy. And so if you want to go to the next slide, I found myself in this situation a few years ago when I had my son, both pregnant and nursing, and I was active duty. So I was required to meet physical fitness standards, unlike most people, but there were so few clothes that supported my needs. I started asking moms, what are you doing? What are you wearing? And I found a wide variety of answers. Some people were wearing their husband's extra large t-shirts. Some people were makeshifting things, sewing weird lines in their uniforms, or wearing multiple bras to do what they needed during their workouts. And some moms, unfortunately, even felt that they had to decide between working out and breastfeeding, that they couldn't do both. And I think one of the things that really hinders moms is the lack of resources, the lack of tools and clothing to be able to make it easy and functional and also attractive. So you're not wearing that extra large man's t-shirt to go to the gym. So if you look at this slide, you can see that athletic maternity apparel actually falls in the other category. And this also includes maternity costumes, swimwear, accessories, and footwear. So it's only 5% of the market, and it's extremely small. And it's not for a lack of demand. It's simply that there is no such thing as, or really, there's not a label for athletic maternity wear. So let's talk about my competitors if you go to the next slide. So my indirect competitors are major athletic companies. Lululemon, for example, provides really sought after leggings for both during and after pregnancy, especially after when you're trying to get your body back to normal, trying to get back into a routine. They're very nice leggings, but they're not meant for pregnancy per se. Other big indirect competitors are big athletic companies like Nike and Fabletics. They don't necessarily have a maternity line, but they do have a lot of availability to the general public, and they're usually companies that you like to wear prior to pregnancy anyway, so you can take those garments and makeshift them into what you want. Now my direct competitors are like these. The first one, Sanita Athletics, does have a maternity section, but that's not their main focus. So a lot of big department stores are kind of going in this trend, like Kohl's, H&M, Target. They don't focus on maternity, but they do have a tiny section, and often their athletic apparel for this section is very limited to maybe yoga pants or something very non-strenuous like walking. Sweat and Milk is another example. They have a lot of, they only have athletic nursing bras. So they only have this one specific, very small niche within the maternity athletic world. And so you can go there for that one product, but you can't really get a whole bunch of variety. Now, Cat and Shay is a New Zealand company, and they are nailing it on the head. They are doing everything right, I think. They have all kinds of variety in their products. They offer very high quality products, but they're stylish and functional, and that's really key. So they, I would say, are my biggest competitor, even though they're from New Zealand. As you can tell, it says activewear for nursing moms. And part of why I think they're so successful is because of the culture in New Zealand. They are far more normalized and fit moms than we are here, and fit pregnancies and fit while breastfeeding. Breastfeeding, so I had my son in 2017. Breastfeeding in public in the United States became legal in all 50 states in summer of 2018. That was only 2 years ago. And just this month, the DoD pushed out an initiative to survey military women's reproductive health. This hasn't been done for over 30 years. So the United States, we're getting there. We're getting the right mindset. We're moving in the right direction. But New Zealand definitely is far, far, far ahead than we are as far as the mindset. Now, since we're going in the right direction of the mindset, now we just need the tools. And that is where Heshima comes in. So if you want to go to the next slide, here are a few photos of my prototypes. Right now, my first line is just going to be athletic workout shirts that have access for breastfeeding, but I am going to get into the bras and the pregnancy workout shorts and other things like that as well. But here's just a quick snap of a few things that I'm working on, something that's attractive and also functional. As you can see from the second and fourth picture, the shirts are going to be discreet, so you won't be able to tell that it's a nursing shirt until it's time to feed. So, sorry, I got my these are, yeah, just attractive, functional shirts. And if you want to go to the next slide. So just to kind of look at the market, you might be wondering if people in the United States really are willing or ready to put their money towards these types of products. So this chart here shows the age demographic for new moms. Over half of new moms are age 25 to 34, and most of them at this point have an established career for themselves. They have discretionary income that they're already spending on themselves and their newborns. So those who are interested in, say, more athleisure wear versus an intense, high-intensity workout are still spending more money on these types of products than they were in the past because of the age demographic shift to older females. Which means a lot of them, like I said, have more discretionary income. So this graph, along with like the current available options in the market, are kind of the foundation, show the foundation of what makes us stand out. It doesn't take a lot to stand out in this field right now, but what we are going to continue to do is provide, or start to do when we put our first product launch, provide quality, high quality options that actually function and are attractive and long lasting. And that's going to continue to be our brand's strong point. One of my competitors, I was reading reviews, and the review said, "I will not nurse in this, and I will not work out in this product." And that is horrible. Like, that one of the few competitors I have that are meant for nursing and athletics, the customer would not nurse or do a workout in that product. So we need to really focus on kind of providing those tools for moms. So if you go to the next slide, it shows the team. So I'm there. April Wilhelm is my mentor for the past year. There's a wonderful program, if you haven't heard about it. It's called ACP, the American Corporate Partnership. They help military vets transfer into the civilian corporate world. So I contacted them and said, "Hey, I don't want to go corporate, but I am trying to start my own business. Can you help me out?" And they hooked me up with April. She's been amazing, just kind of getting me going in directions that I hadn't really thought about before. Anna McCraney is the owner of Black Canvas. They're the manufacturers we chose based in New York. And she's been really great as far as fabrics. I have no background in fabrics. In the military, I did financial analysis. And so very, very different world. And so that's been a great partnership so far. And then Chiora, she is my kind of legal aid right now and advising me. We're currently in the throes of talking about trademarks and that kind of thing. But what I'm really lacking here, and what my ask is for a marketing assistance. I don't have the uh, the, I guess, know-how. I'm kind of just figuring out where to go with marketing, and I know that it's extremely important, and it's going to be crucial in making sure that my name is out there for people to get to know the company, to even know it exists. Um, but as far as the like kind of where to start, or if there's a contact or somewhere to kind of get going, I've looked into hiring kind of companies that do this, but they're way outside of my price range. So, yeah, so basically, my ask is any advice or direction or guidance you have as far as the marketing world to get my name out and what works. As far as me personally, I don't really use Instagram or anything like that, so it's a bit of a learning curve with all of that. But that's my ask. So if you go to the last slide, there's my contact info. And again, Heshima supporting new moms with attractive and functional athletic apparel. And I talk kind of fast, so.